Hello programmers. In this video, I walk you through the steps for building a simple website using HTML. This is a code along of the freeCodeCamp resource online. So you can go ahead and open an account, it's free, and code along with me. In this series, we will cover the fundamentals of web development and walk you through the steps that you need to build your own website. So I hope you code along with me and I hope you enjoy this series. So when you go to freeCodeCamp and you open an account, this is what you would see. So today we're doing the responsive web and we're starting with HTML. This is what we are going to build together. So step one, we are starting with our H1 element. We are replacing the H1 by cat photo app, and make sure that you are getting the spelling right because it will be wrong if you don't write the correct words. And then step two, moving on to writing our H2, which is a little bit smaller in size when it comes to comparing it with H1. Then we are moving on to step three, adding a paragraph by using the P element. So make sure you write your starting tag and your closing tag as well. And we're going to check our code. Now, step four, we are reading about comments. So a comment is something that your browser won't actually compile. So it does nothing to the website, but it's a way for you to remind yourself what you are trying to do or to document the code for somebody else to actually understand what you are trying to do. It's also good for code clarity as well. So this is how you write your comments, and we're going to check our code and it looks good. So as you can see, the browser did not change on the right. Step five, we are going to add a main tag. So basically the main tag again is for code clarity. It doesn't do anything to our website, but it just makes it look better and easier to understand. Okay, so step six. Now, we're just again in the same topic of code clarity. We're going to add two spaces by tapping on the space key on your keyboard, and that's all. Nothing is changing. Now on step seven, we're adding an image using we call it a self-closing tag. This is how you do it. And it doesn't do anything because we are not fetching any image just yet. And so now we are telling the browser to go fetch this image using href as in reference. And we are pasting this link between the quotation mark. Make sure you have the closing quotation mark as well. And of course, it's a self-closing tag. Apparently, I had an error. So it's not href. I apologize. Href is actually for the anchor tag. We're going to see that later on. But for the image, it's actually a source. So it's src. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's okay. Submit and go to the next challenge. Step 9, we are adding an alt property to this image tag. So what a property does, it literally tells the browser what is the thing that you are displaying. And this is especially helpful for people who are visually impaired. If they're using a screen reader, it's able to tell them exactly if they were to make also a mistake in the code and the browser is not able to fetch the image, it will tell them what the image was. And step 10, we are adding an anchor tag like I told you before in the previous step. So anchor tag is a way to transform a text into a link. So right now it won't do anything, but we're going to add more things to it. So an anchor tag also, I'm going to give it an href, just like an image had a source. Anchor tag have reference. So at the reference, you just paste the link, and it doesn't do anything because we don't have anything written between those less than sign. So we're going to submit, and yeah. This is the end of this first part, step 1 through 10. And I hope you had fun and I hope you were able to code along.